I hope I got that on. It's hard to tell when I've got it in whatever facing mode this is. Good morning. It's Monday. And dragging a little bit today. I got woke up at 5 o'clock by the loudest clap of thunder I've heard in a long time. And that was kind of cool. But was having a little bit of trouble sleeping before that. But hope you had a good weekend. I spent a lot of my weekend cleaning up my YouTube channel. And man, I was surprised at how much stuff is on there. I mean, there's musical performances with Mikey. There's I think there's some of the band stuff on there. There's some stand-up comedy, but there's not very much of that because man, in the old days I couldn't afford a video camera, and then once I got this thing, it just weren't performances to put up on YouTube, and then I'd forget when I'd go out on the road. So yeah, there's not a whole lot of stand-up on there, but there's a whole lot of the push-up videos. There's that's my view a lot. I got the push-up videos, I got squirrel videos, I got Sunday Story Time. If you haven't seen Sunday Story Time, which was reading children's books to adults during the quarantine, there's a lot to see over there. So I encourage you to subscribe to that channel. I'll put a link in the comments. I was also this weekend spent a lot of time thinking about this long COVID, and there was a meme that was posted the other day, one of those asking people to share it because nobody's talking about depression, and I'm like, that's just not accurate. So I kind of suggested the person that I've been talking about depression for a long time now, and it's just not true. What nobody's talking about anymore is COVID. There's a lot of people talking about depression. There's posts every day about mental health, and these videos are still intended to be an attempted discussion at mental health during my time struggling with the long COVID. But no, nobody's talking about COVID anymore. It's like everybody just seems to want it to have gone away. Tezo matcha mate grapefruit today. And it's like COVID is supposed to have just gone away, and here I am sitting here with the hangover from COVID, and people are like, well, I'm sorry, that's over. You're just gonna have to do your research and get over it. A lot of people. Not all you, I know. But according to the World Health Organization, 3 million people worldwide died of COVID, and 1,135,343 estimated in the United States alone. And it just seems like we've moved past all of that, and nobody talks about it. Nobody is willing to. Not nobody. I mean, there's so many people, and it seems the majority of people are just wanting that to be in the rearview mirror and forget about it. And I'm sorry, how do you do that when 3 million people worldwide were wiped out, and possibly close to 1,135,343 people in the United States perished because of this, because of the damn thing. I lost a lot of people to it. I know a lot of people did. There have been a lot of people in my life that are no longer here because they did not make it through COVID, and I gotta wonder. That's still got to be affecting our psyche. That's still got to be affecting our moods. It's still affecting every aspect of my life, because the long COVID is, I've said before, in many ways it's worse than the initial COVID infection was. And I sometimes think I'd gladly go back and infect myself with COVID on purpose if it meant that I didn't have to go through this long COVID thing. And it's gone on for almost a year now. And I think I was like a lot of people. I thought I'd get better really quick. I didn't think it was going to be that big a deal, but it hasn't gone away, and I'm still suffering, through something different almost every day. That little app I told you about that tracks my heartbeat and my pulse rate and all that stuff, and then I answer questions at night. Today that had me at a 4 out of 5, and I feel like shit. I'm weak, and that's so. It hasn't gone away, and I'm going to sit here and I'm going to talk about long COVID for as long as it needs to be talked about, because it's still keeping me from working. I couldn't guarantee any employer that I could be there at my scheduled time. I couldn't guarantee any employer that I'd be able to complete a full shift. I couldn't guarantee any employer that I'd be able to be there for 15 minutes before my mind and body just said, "This is enough, go lay down." And I want to, things that people aren't really talking about is I'm trying to get disability. I'm trying to get some of the benefits to help me through this time, and it doesn't look like it's going to happen anytime soon, because DHS is just, it makes it so freaking hard for people to jump through the hoops to get the help that we so desperately need. I didn't ask to get COVID, as many people have pointed out. I tried very hard not to get it. I went above and beyond. I stayed home. While other people were going out, I stayed home, and I tried not to get it. And I finally did a year ago at Bowling Fest. And I'm going out to Bowling Fest again this year to do my MCing job, because I don't have any choice. I need money, and DHS is making it really difficult. As I pointed out in the last video I made, did you know that the state of Iowa uses Experian, the Purple Cow and John Cena credit app thing? They use them to verify that people are, verify people. I mean, I'm a veteran of the Iowa National Guard. I've lived here in a row for 23 years, and of 23 and a half years now, and in a row on purpose. So that's what they're using to verify people, a credit company. So I'm going to keep talking about this shit because it's just fucked up. And I'm going to have to do something for money pretty soon, because the kindness that people showed me last September when I asked for help for September rent, like I said in a video before, the money I had owed to me from a previous paint job, and the money I got from a paint job that I did, and then some money that I got for a comedy gig, plus all the money that people donated to me, got me through this far. But it's almost gone. And I've always lived hand to mouth. I've always lived paycheck to paycheck, always. But for the first time in my life, I'm actually looking at homelessness as a possibility. And I know it's not going to happen. I know. But it's so easy. I've said before, many people are just one medical emergency, one catastrophe, one calamity away from losing everything, and I understand that now more than I ever did in my life. And I think that's it for the video today. One love, y'all. Make the world a better place.